An old saying, I didn't get here fast enough. So we moved here when I was 6 months old. And I've grown up in Northwest Arkansas and watched it change unbelievably. And to me, we've done so many things. The community leadership has just been amazing, and we've accomplished so much in terms of quality of life.
Yeah.
Great public schools, low crime rates. But the one area that we really haven't focused on the way I think we have to as a community is the healthcare area.
Yeah.
And you all have a great healthcare system and provide wonderful care, but we need more specialty care.
Yeah.
And we need to change the financial incentives in the industry, is that we create a world-class healthcare center here where people from all over the heartland, the 20-state area, can come to Northwest Arkansas for specialty care and basic care for our community. That's the goal. And the goal is to create a lower cost structure, raise quality, and increase access. We have so many people that don't have access, and that's part of our game plan with our virtual care.
Before the world counted fortunes in billions, before Donald Trump's golden towers rose above Manhattan, there was another name quietly written into American wealth, a name not as loud, not wrapped in rallies or reality TV, Alice Walton. Alice Louise Walton was born October 7, 1949 in Newport, Arkansas. She grew up riding horses in rural settings, not walking marble halls. Her father, Sam Walton, had a vision, a seed that became Walmart, reshaping how America shops. Unlike Trump, who inherited New York real estate, Alice's family started from a modest American dream. Donald Trump's story begins in Queens, then moves to glamorous Manhattan towers, a built brand of hotels, casinos, and towers. His name became a brand that glittered across buildings and later, politics. Forbes lists Trump's wealth around $5 to $7 billion. By contrast, Alice Walton's fortune is silent and vast, over $100 billion by major estimates. So how did Alice Walton climb to such towering wealth? Her wealth is tied to a retail giant that touches millions daily. Walmart now posts revenues surpassing $600 billion. Every checkout adds to the Walton fortune. The scale of operations, retail, distribution, global reach, builds quiet, immense wealth. Alice inherited part of that growth, but she also charted her own path, not by slapping her name on towers. Trump built a visible brand. Walton's inheritance was woven into every household purchase. Her fortune is so vast she could, hypothetically, pay Trump's salary hundreds of times over with no dent. A single metric of scale demonstrates the gap: retail volume versus branded real estate. Alice studied economics and finance at Trinity University, then worked in investment banking. Her early career gave her tools, but art would become her true passion. She founded the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art in Bentonville, Arkansas, a world-class institution holding works by Norman Rockwell, Andy Warhol, and Georgia O'Keeffe. Her vision was clear: make world-class art accessible to ordinary Americans, not just elites. Crystal Bridges became a cultural beacon in rural Arkansas. Where Trump built towers of gold, Alice Walton built a cultural treasure. Her headline achievements read differently: less spectacle, more public access. Through the Walton Family Foundation, billions flow into education, healthcare, and community projects. Her reach extends into daily life, education and access rather than celebrity. Alice is an avid horse breeder. She found solace in horses and art through personal trials. Her story includes resilience, privacy, and a preference to build rather than seek headlines. Numbers make the comparison stark. Trump's billions versus Walton's 100+ billion. A quiet wealth grows with each store, each consumer, each transaction. Trump's empire rose with spectacle. Rallies, reality TV, headlines, and controversy. His name demanded attention. Walton opted for quiet influence. An empire that touches households daily is vast, often invisible but pervasive. Every shopping bag adds to the accumulation that built Alice Walton's fortune. Her legacy is not a tower but institutions, galleries, and funded communities. Next, how art and philanthropy turned private wealth into public legacy. Crystal Bridges changed the cultural map, bringing major art to rural America. Millions visit, seeing Monets, Rothkos, and American Masters in Bentonville. Works once sequestered in elite enclaves now hang where local families can see them. Education and access were central to her mission. The Walton Family Foundation funds schools, community projects, and research. Billions have seeded opportunities for millions across regions. Alice rarely sought the spotlight. Her influence came through institutions she built. She channeled wealth into culture, health, and education rather than self-branding. Wealth was a tool, enabling research, supporting schools, and improving community infrastructure. The Walton philanthropic footprint is broad and sustained. Like many billionaires, she faced controversy and personal trials, yet her focus remained institutional building. Her response was often to invest in preservation, access, and long-term projects. One figure chased spectacle, the other's fortune was poured into institutions that last. Her wealth's reach is diffuse, in towns, schools, museums, and clinics across America. Quiet magnitude often goes unseen, but it shapes lives for generations. Towns transformed by philanthropy and jobs tell that story plainly. If Trump's worth is $5 billion, Alice Walton's is more than $100 billion, a gulf measured in orders of magnitude. Trump built towers that scrape the sky. Walton's fortune touches homes across the country. Crystal Bridges anchors her legacy. Art accessible to all, not just elites. It creates cultural education that lingers beyond a headline. Her power is written into communities, not shouted from roofs. It is measured in opportunity, not applause. Financially, it is simple. One name is vastly larger in net worth, an almost unimaginable scale of private wealth. She could, hypothetically, purchase many empires and still be among the richest alive. One legacy is bound to politics and spectacle, the other to culture, education, and sustained giving. Both forms of influence shape America differently. Alice Walton represents a quieter kind of billionaire, influential without the constant spotlight. Her imprint is physical and enduring. Museums, schools, hospitals, and cultural infrastructure. Trump will be remembered for towers and controversy, Walton for art, philanthropy, and an unseen empire. She turned retail inheritance into a public legacy. Her fortune is a fortress of giving, massive, quiet, and far-reaching. It funds real opportunities that outlast fleeting headlines. Trump may have built towers that scrape the sky, but Alice Walton built an empire that touches every home in America. She is the richest woman in America. A quiet legacy that in scale and permanence towers higher than any building.